Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So I have something that I am very excited about. I have a vintage yarn haul for you guys. I was thinking about vintage yarn, as I often do, and I don't know, just took a little trip around eBay. Actually, these are all from eBay. And I'm always on the lookout. I don't know, can you see it in the video background? Let me see. I think it might be on a shelf, because I think it's on the shelf that's just up here, so you might not be able to see it. But a while back I had showed you that I finally got my hands on some Red Heart copper kettle, I believe is the name of it. And that is still waiting to go into a beautiful blanket when I finally decide like what exactly I want to make with it. And I realized that's still not, I have this, I should have brought it in here. I will, if I remember, I will go grab it and add it at the end of this, because I'm still keeping a listen for Maverick. I decided to trust him out of the kennel, but on his own, because he was sleepy. So he's out in the other room because I have too much stuff that he can get into in here right now. I still haven't made our little cozy nook and like Maverick proofed the rest of the room. So yeah, I don't record with him a lot in here. Like every once in a while, I trust him when the room's pretty cleared up. I'll bring in a toy for him to play around with in here, but it's a small room to begin with, and it's just not a lot of Maverick room right now. He's a big boy. So, well, he's not a huge, like, compared to other dogs that I have, but I mean, he's getting bigger than he was. So, yeah, we'll just let him play out there. But anyway, way off topic. If I remember, I'll bring it in because I'm inevitably going to go check on him anyway here in a little bit, depending on how long we take. But I did find some yarn that I have this thing of yarn that I had gotten with no label or anything from Goodwill. And I have been trying to find like some matches to it. And I thought I did with one of these yarns. And it's not the exact match, but it's yet another just vintage yarn. Like, I love yarn from, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and just all these old, like David would call them old colors, like dull colors. But I love them so much. So when I got 2 packages today, and then I have gotten 3 packages previously. So I have not been able to wait. I have opened the other ones, at least to see the bags. Like, they were bags like these with bags inside of them of yarn. So I haven't opened the bag of yarn yet, but I have opened the outside bag because I had to see the beautifulness of it. I'm sorry I did. So I'm going to start with those, and then I'm going to show you what I got today, and we'll open that together. So first, I'm going to show you this. These are all matching, I believe, same dye lot, same everything. This beautiful yarn, which actually is marked. Somebody must have tried to resale it. There's a tag on here that says $1.25. It's very well wrapped up too. Let me see if I can get into this one. Like the other one, actually both of the other ones are in like these big Ziploc baggies. This one is very taped up. There was like a small hole in the side, so I kind of like tried to feel the yarn a little bit. It was really hard to though, because it was a really, really small hole. But yeah, I haven't actually like gotten into this yarn yet. So let's see. And of course the scary side of buying yarn like this, like you never know what condition for sure you're gonna get it in, or anything like that, right? So it could, I have a very bad sense of smell, but you just never know what it's gonna smell like or what it's gonna be like. But my nose doesn't smell anything. Let's see. Oh, this is very soft. Oh, So like obviously it's probably been in this bag for quite some time because you can see it's already like misshapen. Oh, let's see what we got. We got the sale sticker that says $1.25. Somebody had also marked 99 cents on it. This brand is called Glimmer Fluff. And it does have like, if you're familiar with the older like Dazzler is what I always call it. It has like this, it's acrylic or whatever, but it has this like filmy fuzz to it. That's what this has. You see it when I pushed it up? That has all over it. The brand name is Glimmer Fluff, and then it says CM, Columbia Minerva, makes knits and crochets into soft shimmer stuff. That's what it says. It's 60% Kreslin, 40% nylon yarn, 4-ply. So 4-ply, and it is, let's see, there's a dye lot, number 2940, net weight 3 ounces. Suggests a size 8 knitting needle for gauge. Oh, 8 knitting needle for a certain gauge, and then 10 needle, size 10 needle for another gauge. And then for average crochet hook, size I hook for a gauge. And it doesn't have a second gauge for a crochet. Interchangeable with knitting worsted weight yarns. Always purchase sufficient yarn of 1 dye lot. Machine washable and dryable. Moderate temperature and cycle. Hand washable mild detergent. New York, California. Made and printed in the USA. The color is called Rust Peach. And it is basically a 4-weight yarn. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the Rust Peach is a good name for it. Let me just kind of fluff it into shape here. Fluffing, fluffing, fluffing. I feel like I need a little bar at the bottom of the screen, like fluffing, loading. Look at the beautiful colors. There are peaches, there are oranges and rusts. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Did it have, I always try to find like a trademark date or something on here. Because I don't know, like I'm assuming this is probably like a 70s or an 80s yarn. A little bit of paper, tiny bit of paper trapped in here, but such are the ways with, I think it's like an old price tag. Such is the way with old yarn, right? There is no hint of what year it's in, so maybe I can look that up, but yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This makes 6. So I got 6 of these beauties. And anything that I would have gotten, I think for probably $20 or less with the shipping. So like I looked for really good deals on anything. Like I don't remember each price right now, but I can't imagine it was that much. But it's beautiful. I love it. There was actually another auction similar to this that you could tell was really fuzzy. So I actually got this one because I didn't think it was as fuzzy, but it is. It's not the same type as the other one either. Like the other one was definitely like a fuzzier yarn. So this one just happened to be, I like pushed it and the yarn it just poofed up. So I thought something was under it pushing up. It freaked me out for a second. I was like, what is that? And I broke the ball band. That's what I get for playing with it too much. That's okay. I'll stick a piece of tape on there because I'm going to use it anyway. But that is my first purchase. Ooh, my ring caught on it. So, first purchase. Then, Actually, this wasn't my next purchase, but I really love this one, and it's a smaller one. It's only got 2 in it, so I'm going to show you this one next. These are 2 of the same. Let me pull this out. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I took it to work to show my friend Seth, because we were talking about, like, when I told him I was looking for some vintage yarn, he was like, vintage yarn? Like, what? So I was showing him. This is Murphy's, okay, it's windtuck, which we're all probably a little familiar with windtuck yarn. And I have noticed over my time of looking for older yarns that windtuck has got, like, there's been Red Heart windtuck. There's been, I think, just plain windtuck. There's been Caron windtuck. There's been several different types of windtuck. I want to say there was even a Kmart windtuck. This one is a Murphy's Mart windtuck, which I had not seen before. I would love to find this exact one again, because this is, when I always say I'm looking for something like orange, browns, golds, look at this, you guys. Look at that beautifulness. And I don't find anything just like this anymore. Like, because this is definitely straight up variegated. It's not like a self-striping yarn. It's not a pooling yarn. I mean, you could probably get it to pool, is my guess, but it's not like a meant for that. It's variegated. It's just an old-timey variegated yarn, and it is beautiful. It's actually pretty soft as far, because it's not like fuzzy like the last yarn that I showed you. It is basically like, if you just showed me just this, I would have assumed it was just like a Red Heart. It's pretty soft, like I said. It's called, excuse me, Murphy's Mart 100% Orlon acrylic windtuck knitting worsted size, 4 ply, net weight 3.5 ounces, 99.2 grams. It says color fast, pull skein, moth proof, ready to use, pull out. It says pull out this end, and there's an arrow, but this is the side that has the end. Like, it was probably just re-sleeved or an accident when it was made, or like whatever, but yeah, this is the pull end. But this was from a time when pull was which I believe was the 70s, when the pull end was like a big new thing. Washing instructions, machine washing and drying preferred. Really, it's preferred. That's pretty cool. And then there are hand washing and drying instructions also. This is in the color 948 brown orange ombre. And it is so beautiful. I love it. I wish I could get my hands on more of this. I have looked, but I will be looking in the future also. But yeah, I got 2 of them, and I love it. I love it. There's no funky smell, no nothing. It's soft. It's wonderful. I'm cherishing this. I think it is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I love it so much. Can you picture this in like granny squares with like a black or a cream border? Or like even like a granny poncho with a fringe border in like cream or brown or black. Oh my gosh. I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite yarns ever. So that'll be someplace here in high esteem. I have a place of honor here. So that is my second purchase. And then this one was actually, I believe, that my first of all the purchases. And I purchased it not for some of these back here, even though they're cool and they are old. But look at these. This is the one that I thought matched the one I have out in the other room. And it's pretty close. It doesn't match, but it's pretty close. Let me show you these really quick. Actually, I'm going to save those for the end. I'll show you the rest of the bag. So save that. Save that. All right, so in this also came, and these look, like, I know they get kind of floppy and all that with age and packing, kind of compressed and all that, but I'm pretty sure at least a few of these are used. They didn't say used, but I honestly bought it for these, so it's okay. But this is an old TGNY Sayel, however you want to pronounce it, yarn in green, and I'm fairly certain it's not just crunched up. I'm certain this one's probably had some use out of it. It's in the color Golf Green. I feel like this yarn is from like the 50s, like with that kind of thinking. And look at the label, like. Let me see if we can get a hint at it here. For sweaters, afghans, and fashion accessories, distributed by TGNY Stores Company, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Manufactured in USA. Always buy a sufficient supply of the same dye lot. It's always, those warnings are over time, like they're timeless. DuPont certification mark for yarns. Knitting worsted size, 100% Orlon acrylic, pull skein from ready to use, non-allergenic, pull skein for ready to use, comma, non-allergenic, machine washable and dryable. Fourfold. Siel washing instructions, machine washing and drying also preferred on this one. And there are hand washing and drying instructions. Siel knitwear must be absolutely dry to ensure automatic blocking. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, I will finish reading this. Hold on. Siel knitwear must be absolutely dry to ensure automatic blocking. If stretched during wear or washing, wet thoroughly. Squeeze and tumble dry in home or coin-operated dryer to reshape. So this is back when their home dryers probably weren't as plentiful, or so there were more like laundromats being utilized, and no date on this one either. Not even like a marketing date or a trademark date or anything, I mean. A lot of my older yarns have had that on there, so I kind of like assumed that maybe this one would, or like some of these would, but perhaps not. But that is Golf Green. And then there is another of the same brand right here, come on, which I also think has gotten a little bit of use and has been packed down for quite a while. And this one is in the color Candy Pink. It is pretty reminiscent of the Red Heart, I forget which pink it's called, but the pretty light pink Red Heart yarn. It's pretty reminiscent of that color. And it's the same exact stat, same exact label. Probably bought at the same exact time. Maybe somebody wanted to do, oh, this label's popped. Maybe somebody wanted to do a green and pink together, or did do a green and pink something, and these are the leftovers. I'm not really sure, obviously. So there's those. And then, are you also a Siel? Nope, not a Siel. This one is Fiesta is the name of it. So look at this beautiful orange too. I'm just going to say, look at that. This one's soft. It is in the color Flame. Very well named. Special value 58 cents is marked right on it. So that's what it sold for whenever it sold. And then, like I said, it's called Fiesta, 100% acrylic, knitting worsted weight, 100 grams, 3.52 ounces, 4-ply, ready to knit pull-out skein. Yes, it is, right there. Shrink-resistant, moth-proof, machine washable and dryable. There are instructions, and then hand washable. There are instructions, and the color Flame. There is a dye lot also, obviously. Made in New York. So there is that one. And I don't feel like this one's probably, well, it's probably not used, actually. But it doesn't even feel like squish and packed down or anything. Like, it feels like just an old yarn should that has been loved and cared for. And then these two guys, which are cool to have. I didn't know they were a thing, and I'm excited to have them now, but it's not something like I would have shopped for, let me say that. And it's definitely not in the colors I would have shopped for, because I am not a Michigan fan. I know these can be for other, like Notre Dame probably has these colors, what with some of the green, the golf green sprinkled in maybe, but yeah, These make me think of Michigan, so I'm like... But the yarn themselves is cool to have. They are the same type. They're just different colors, obviously. This is called... These are TMA yarns. TMA, if I didn't say that well enough. Quick and easy, chunky, specially treated with aloe, patent pending, soothes your hands as you knit. So I didn't know these were a thing. 100% acrylic, 100% acrylico, 100% acrylique. So we have Spanish and French. No dye lots. Super soft, 2-ply. Thick and chunky weight. We have, it says knits up quickly, machine washable and dryable, moth proof and stretch resistant, 4 ounces, which is 112 grams, sorry. Created with pride in the USA. For more information, visit our website at www.tmayarns.com. Oh. Well, how old could this be then? It has a website. But it was sold for 99 cents. So, I mean, I don't know with this one. These were at the bottom of the bag, and honestly, they were an afterthought for me. This was just a lot of colors. The color has, like the printed name for it, either they have faded or they were never on there, because there is the color and lot number, which there is nothing for either one. But there they are. They are, this one you can't see it as well. You can in the light, I guess. But yeah, they are slightly speckled through with a little bit of like a lighter color. Like this one's more of a white, and this one's more of a denim-y light blue. And they're very, very pretty. Like I said, I can only feel like I would use them together, and I don't want to. Unless I have a different color to add in with them, maybe. I probably will, though, as the, that, or maybe for somebody that likes this kind of chunkier yarn, maybe this would be a cool gift if they are also interested in vintage yarn. Again, I don't know how old these would be when they have a website listed on them, but I mean, the internet's been around for a while. I would say this could be 80s yarn because there was internet in the 80s, but I don't think a lot of things had like internet websites listed on them in the 80s. Maybe the 90s. Like, this could be 90s. Maybe. I'm betting it's 2000s, though. But, I mean, 99 cents? I don't know. I'd have to look into it, but I hadn't had, like I said, it wasn't, like, my priority in getting, right? So, let me tuck the ones I've shown you back in here so that I can keep them together. And then I will show you the other two that were at the top that I bought this one for. So excited about it. Oh, and I didn't read the stats because they weren't on there, but if you couldn't tell by the aloe yarn, it is a thicker yarn than the 4-ply, so it's probably a really light 5, I guess, or a really thick 4, maybe. It'd be a really thick 4 though, because it is thicker than the other yarns that are in here. Pack you guys in carefully. Very, very, oh, carefully, because this label's coming off. Excuse me. The cough is still lingering around for me. It's obviously gotten way better, but okay. Then there was this Sun and Spun windtuck. See, windtuck, Sun and Spun now is another version of it, of windtuck. 100% Orlon acrylic, 4-ply knitting worsted weight, 85 grams, which is 3 ounces. It says the same thing on the other side of the label. Washing instructions, machine washing and drying, hand washing and drying. This has a $1.39 price tag from what I assume is the original store, which is Eckerd's. Made exclusively for Eckerd drugs by Yarn Industries. The label's glued, so I can't read what else is there. And it is the color 398 Orange. DuPont registered trademark, DuPont certification mark, Yarn Industries. No date on this one either, but getting back to the color orange. Look at that beautiful orange, gold, well, orange, yellow, and white. It's so pretty. I've never seen this yarn before either. And it's so pretty. And I love it. It's like candy corn, right? Isn't that pretty? I love it a lot. Like a lot. Tuck that in here. And that one's pretty soft too, for the record. That one is pretty, like, I was pleasantly surprised at the amount of softness that was in some of this yarn for being like an older yarn. Now, onto the Red Heart windtuck, which I was trying to decide if this has been like if there's been some use out of it or if it is just the old, you know, stretch. It's obviously got the old stretch from being on a shelf, but I think maybe somebody has also used like little, this feels like somebody's used little bits of some of these, you know, like for a little, like maybe this person was like my grandma with, she did plastic canvas and she had yarn for that, but she only used very small amounts compared to like crocheting or knitting it, right? So this is the most gorgeous yarn. Look at this. Oh, this is the other example of when I'm talking about looking for like a variegated brown, gold, orange, white. Oh my gosh, this all day. Like between this and the other windtuck that I showed you. Oh, this is Red Heart windtuck. Red Heart windtuck. Knitting worsted type yarn. Net weight 3.5 ounces of 4-ply. 100% virgin Orlan acrylic fiber. Machine washable and dryable. Manufactured by Coates and Clark Incorporated, Stamford, Connecticut. It is the color 980 Oranges. What was this? This one was ombre. Okay. And that was 948. So I was like, wait a minute. No. 980 Oranges. We suggest you purchase sufficient for dye lot. In a ready-to-use pull-out skein. Laundering instructions on reverse side. Yes, they are. I was hoping there was a pattern when I saw the cut along this line portion. And that's what we know about this yarn. And there's the thread. And we're going to get rid of it. And it's beautiful. We know that too. Oh my god, look at it. I love this so much. If I could find more of this one too, oh my gosh, this is like heavenly. I love it. I love it. Oh, I wanted to make sure to get this video done today too because I just got a new phone. I haven't set it up yet, but I just got a new phone. I wanted to make sure in case, you know, you have the first couple days where you're relearning it and everything like that. So I didn't want this phone or that phone to not work for me before, because I've been so excited to get this. Oh, I've been so excited to show you this beautifulness. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So that is going in the bag. So those are the 3 that I had gotten already, that I had already opened. Now we have the other 2 packages that I got. This one was so pretty, and if this is the one I think it is, I'm sure it is, because there's only 2 packages that were coming, and the other one is like a multiple lot. If this is the one, if it looks like the picture, I think that Rose from Rose Loves Crochet, or Rose Likes Crochet, would really like this one. It is. This one smells pleasantly good. Like, not even like, so I like to try to smell them to see, first of all, if I can smell anything, and B, like, does it smell like bad or like old storage or something? This one smells like it's been kept in a, I don't know, like a perfumed chest or something. It smells very good. Anyway, that is why I said Rose would like it, and Heather likes it too. It's this beautiful, the dark color, I can barely tell if it's like a dark navy or a black. In the picture online, it looked black. Now it looks, you know, when you get to that, is it dark navy? Is it black? I think it might be dark navy. But it is just this beautiful shades of purple and purpley blue, and it's gorgeous. Look at that. So pretty. Well, it's actually called purple, blue, black, so I suppose it is supposed to be black. They're actually on the end of the pull string. That's the dark color, so you can decide what you think it is. Maybe it's just a faded black because it's old. This is another windtuck. This is Woolworth Woolco windtuck knitting yarn. 100 grams, 3.52 ounces, 4-ply, 100% Orlon acrylic, machine washable, color fast, allergy free, moth proof, DuPont trademark. I don't see the DuPont trademark anymore as being a thing. I mean, I'm sure it is, but I'm saying like advertisement wise, nobody's like, this has the DuPont trademark. You know, so I wonder if it was just like that was like a thing, like that was special, that, you know what I mean? Because I think all of these have had that on them. Pull skein, ready to use. Pull this end. Yes, that is on this end. Oh, it's very soft too. I like it. Distributed by Woolworth Company, New York. Purchased enough at one time. Department 173, $1.27. It does have the preferred machine washing and drying instructions, and then it does have hand washing instructions. Satisfaction guaranteed. Replacement, money, or refund. Sorry, replacement or money refunded. I can read. And then once again, it is in the color 928, purple, blue, black. And it is gorgeous. I really, really love it. So, yeah, some of these are definitely like one-ofs that I've gotten, but they're so pretty. I have that multicolored one-of that I'm using in a diamond blanket right now, so maybe this would be pretty added to it. We'll see. Oh, it just smells so good. Like, it smells really good. Okay, so that was one of the things that I got. And here is the other one. Now, I felt happy to have gotten this one, but bad at the same time, and then happy again. It's an emotional roller coaster. I was excited to find it because this whole bag of yarn was an eBay auction for $4. Like, the shipping was more than that, obviously. But the price itself, $4. As far as the picture goes, obviously I haven't opened it yet, but the picture, it's beautiful yarn. Beautiful yarn. And then the seller messaged me and said that they meant to put it as $20, but they were still going to honor the price as long as I didn't mind them downgrading the shipping, which I didn't mind. It actually got here really, really fast. And I said, that's really nice of you. Like, are you sure? Yes. They were going to do it. So I said, that's totally fine by me. And then not only did they do that, but they said if I'm looking for any other yarn to let them know, because they have more to list. So I said if they come across any other like browns, orange, gold, that I'm their girl, I will buy that vintage yarn from them. And they said they would keep me in mind. So pretty happy about that. So like I said, it did come today. So, oh, this is pretty. Sniff test real quick. I don't smell anything bad. Touchy test real quick. It feels pretty good. it feels pretty good. I had some similar yarn to this, and it feels much better than that yarn. And that yarn softened up pretty good. So this yarn, here, I'll start by showing it to you like this. Isn't that beautiful? This yarn was listed at, it's another windtuck. Ombre windtuck, knitted worsted type. It is Jack Frost, the Yarn People. I've never heard of that before. At least I don't think that I have. It's over here too, Jack Frost. Laundering instructions are on here. The color is leaf, just L-E-A-F, leaf. And there's a dye lot on it. Machine washable, non-allergenic, 100% DuPont windtuck Orlon acrylic. 3 ounces, sorry, net weight, pull skein, 4-ply. And that is what we have on it. There's a price tag that said 14. Oh, 14 must be something, and then it says 84 cents over here. So, assumably, originally this was an 84-cent skein of yarn. Look at the beautifulness. Now, the color that I had, it wasn't this brand. I mean, it was probably a windtuck brand, but actually, I think it was a... Was it Red Heart? Or maybe it was just not Red Heart, but Coates and Clark, maybe. I think it was somewhere in that line. But it was called Falling Leaves or Autumn Leaves or something like that. And if you happen to remember the chevron blanket I made it with all the skeins I had of that and the brown Red Heart with Love that I had. So it's like a brown blanket with chevron stripes of something similar to this in it. And it turned out beautiful. If I have a picture, I'll put it in somewhere, but I don't think I do. But look, and it didn't have the browns in it. The other one that I had, it only had the golds, the orange, and the green. So this has the brown in it. Oh, it's so pretty. Now remember I said I got this for $4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got 5 skeins of this for $4, you guys, plus the shipping. And the shipping wasn't anything crazy, or I wouldn't have bought it to begin with. So that was incredibly generous that they honored that. And yeah, like definitely, especially to make up for that, I will buy from them in the future if they let me know that they have something that I'm interested in, because that was incredibly nice of them to do instead of just like canceling the auction or whatever. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Oh, I just realized that I was over the 33-minute mark, and my camera always cuts off and then cuts back on. So hopefully my voice is not off from where I'm talking. If it is, I apologize. I shouldn't be too much longer, so you shouldn't have to put up with it for very much longer. But yeah, so that's what I got. I don't know if any of you guys like have vintage yarns that you have at home, or like if you are interested in it, or if you like to collect it also. But I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I got. I'm super into this. I'm debating right now because I saw a really good auction. Well, I don't know. To me, it's really good. It's another older one for like a different shades of green, and I'm thinking I might pick that up just to go with some of this. Oh, it's so pretty. But yeah, did you have a favorite? Rose, I already know if you're watching. Probably this one, right? The purples. This one's really pretty. Don't get me wrong. The leaf one is pretty. And there's, as far as vintage, if you try to look up vintage orange yarns, there's a lot in this colorway, like in the autumn leaves, falling leaves type of colorway, a lot of them. I have to say, think you guys know my favorite is either this one or this one. They're similar but different. They're gorgeous. Probably this one, but this one's very, very, very gorgeous too. But these are my favorites of the bunch, but I love them all. I'm really excited to have them all. And yeah, I just thought I would show them to you guys. And hopefully you enjoyed looking at them with me. And all right, so on that note, I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna go check on my little Maverick, 'cause I haven't heard him at all, so I'm hoping he just fell back asleep and he's not getting up to something naughty. I thought I would have checked on him once or twice during this video, but we'll see how that goes. All right, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. See guys, this is the yarn that I was talking about that I got from Goodwill. And it is beautiful too. Which actually I think the yarn that I got now is even more beautiful, but I really like this too. I think that it's Red Heart or like probably a windtuck or something like that, but there's no way of knowing. This is the way it came, wound up like this, so